you have any doubt, please ask. Otherwise, I will move to the next point. Shall I move?
Sir, what type of communication is done in a smart grid?
Communication in all means by that is a first you are having the huge storage of data. That means suppose you have particularly the load at consumer level. You can get the data information of particular load at consumer level to the various points, say at transmission level, at generation level. You may able to know about the different types of abnormalities taking place in the power system. Suppose overloading is there, suppose under voltage it is there, or any such type of data, it is available to all respective control centers for further necessary action, and all further necessary actions are also automatic, or the automatic operations are provided. That is the application of smart grid. That is next part what we are going to discuss. But here what we are having, the every single information means, suppose you on both two-way communication means from generator side to load side and load side to generator side, including transmission and distribution. So you are having the status of the system known to you at every instant, or in real time, what we can say. Now it is available in real time. So you can, any necessary action you can immediately take, so that you will protect your power system from any certain internal or external cause of fault or abnormality, and you can maintain the system reliability. You can generate power according to the requirement as per the demand. Then you will not feed to the loss, or you may have less loss, you may increase the efficiency. So for adopting all such things, we need communication. In earlier grid we don't have. Generator were generating, transmission were transmitting, distributors were distributing the power, loads are utilizing the power. So there is no any such type of communication in between various sections of the power system. But by smart grid or IoT components, we have this facility available. So anytime you can monitor the system, you can control the system in worst cases also and in best cases also. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Any more? Okay, let us move to the next. So what we have, so this is what we have seen the diagram. Okay, so what we have added, basic concept what just I have explained in smart grid, layer 2 and layer 3. That is what layer 2, that is communication layer, and number 3 IT and computer layer. IT and computer layer, that is data analysis, data storage, and this is a two-way communication between various components of the grid. So the concept of smart grid we have, we can do the monitoring, we can do the analysis, we can have the control, we can have the communication capabilities. Earlier we were having the grid that we called it as a dumb and deep. So the grid don't have these other features like communication, monitoring with digital computers we don't have. So in simple way, a smarter generation, smarter transmission, smarter distribution, and smarter operation and participation of consumers or customers in the market. Electricity market is also new era in which we have playing today. We are playing today. So that is also possible with the smart grid. Okay, so this is a big concept. I will discuss in between about this also in brief. So you can have overall objective of smart grid is smart, best, optimal utilization of available resources, that is available power. Okay. So need of smart grid in present scenario, what we have. Why we need smart grid? Number one, that is economic activity. Any country is supported by industrial growth, we know, and industrial growth is not possible without electrical power. Then agricultural development also not possible without power. Trade and research also driven by the electrical power. So sustained energy demand is required in the all sectors of the power in the form of electrical energy, because the electrical energy is the versatile product, and this product what we can have a clean and the what we can say simplest way of electric energy which can be used for all such applications. The growth is phenomenal but inadequate, what we can say, to meet the demand. Many times we are having the more demand and we are having the less power. So this is typical situation in many countries. So to match the demand, actually smart grid helps. So this is one of the biggest need of smart grid. In another point, in case of need of smart grid, as per the research what we have, the current energy path is unsustainable and the world is in need of at least 50% or more energy that's sustainable by 2030. Since most of the energy is emanating from fossil fuels, carbon emissions is also concern issue. So we need to reduce the carbon emission, and we have to reduce this fossil fuel, particularly the sources, and we have to add conventional, what we can say, the solar, wind energy, and what we can have non-conventional, sorry, and what we can have, we have to add these clean sources and go for carbon emission. So we have to reduce the conventional sources and we have to increase the non-conventional sources, or what we have, the renewable energy sources. So that is also the need of smart grid. Then as far as the smart grid is concerned, interdependency of economic activity also related with the smart grid. So greenhouse gas emission has forced to innovate the smart grid approach, generation, distribution and utilization. Also, smart grid falls out of growing certain particular energy security, climate changes, okay, urgency to embrace big way of renewable and energy from the different sources. So renewable energy, as I told you just, okay, that you have to incorporate. Need of smart grid, more efficient and reliable operations of power system, safety of power system, quality supply of power system, that is also need of smart grid. And we are having higher penetration of renewable resources, higher penetration as far as possible. We, as far as India is concerned, we are having huge potential for the renewable sources. So go for distributed generation. That is what the distributed generation means. Distributed generation adopted in power system sector for major transmission in the power world, and that distributed generation that is with renewable sources, that is a need of smart grid. Then higher operating efficiency and greater reliability, then greater resistance against the attacks means we have some as we have smart grid, we may have cyber attack or other anti-social activities, what we can say. We have to protect, so that is also the need of smart grid. Then natural disasters also there, causing problem to the reliability of power supply, and smart grid definitely helps in that case also. And in your concept what we have discussed in the smart grid, presently in India we are faces number of challenges as a shortage of power. We are facing the challenges like power theft. We are facing the challenges like poor access of electricity in remote and rural areas. We are presently facing the huge loss in the grid, inefficient power consumption, poor reliability. So, if you want to overcome all such problems, we need to go for smart grid. So, these are particularly the various what we can say the requirements or need of smart grid. Okay, any doubt?
Yes.
If you have any doubt, please ask me.
Sir, how smart?
Yes.
Sir, how smart grid will help us to increase the power production, power generation?
Smart grid will help to increase the power generation because of we can generate power on demand. We have distributed generation, means we are having the renewable energy sources available. So we can add these sources and we may have some sustainable power source. Then some of the substations you may put reserve, and you can ask them to start their generation immediately, and that is what, because of communication technology, easily the persons will know that now there is a shortage of power, so you can start the peak hour stations immediately, those stations which are normally start immediately within 5 to 6 minutes, or these stations are called as peak stations. So we can start peak stations and you can meet the demand. Whenever there is no need of power, the such substations can be put off, but this is only available if you have entire data of system available to the generator side also, and someone will ask to do that, and this to be very fast or in real time, and that is possible with smart grid. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
The concept is little bit different, so try to understand. Okay. So stages in evaluation of smart grid: first is metering, then transmission grid, then distribution network, then integration. So these are the what we have four stages as far as the smart integration is, or smart grid is concerned. Okay. So step by step we will see this. So initially we have started the metering. So metering, what it is expected. What do you mean by metering as far as the metering is concerned as on today? Please. What do you know about the metering? What is the today's status as far as the metering is concerned, and as far as your stage or your knowledge is concerned? तुमच्या स्टेजला तुमचं नॉलेज कन्सिडर करून तुम्हाला मीटरिंग विषयी व्हॉट यू कॅन टेल मी, मला काय सांगू शकता तुम्ही मीटरिंग विषयी? आवाज येतोय माझा?
येस सर.
नाही सांगू शकत काहीच? मीटरिंग विषयी तुम्हाला काय माहित आहे?
Sir, hello sir. Sir, meter is a device which measures the power consumption or electricity consumption and stores the data into it.
बर. ओके. अजून?
Yes sir, meter is a device that reads the electricity consumed by the consumer, and on that basis the bill for that consumer is fixed.
Any more? Any more? Any more? बोला. Any more? ठीक है. ओके.